Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Import Export Platform Facebook Live from 3 Team Pest Trade Academy. We'll continue our conversation on Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. My name is Dele Ayemibo. Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. Let no one deceive you. Don't let us accept the shit that they have given us or they have given to us. Let us accept the deception, the incompetence that they have given to us. Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. We need to begin to preach it to our leaders, and let them understand the fact that there are things they must do to make the state viable, and that the opportunities are there. It's just left for them to decide if indeed they have come to bless the state or they have come to milk the state. Even though many have come to milk the state, they can change their mind with pressure on the people to be able to bless the state. Like I said, this is going to be a long program, probably up to another 50 episodes. I'm still on the preamble. I'm still going to be talking about the preamble today. And I'm going to begin to talk about some states in the future. And like I said earlier, I'm going to take it state by state, from Abia down to Zamfara. That all these states, as long as they have human beings, which is the most valuable resource in any locality or community, and then they have land that already have plants growing wild on it, and then they have minerals under the soil, that kind of state cannot be poor. Poverty in such a state is a thing of the mind. It just gross incompetence, ignorance, and lack of or poverty of idea on the part of people that are saddled with responsibility of taking care of the state or directing the affair of the state. You know, we've been discussing different products. We are still on the preamble and we're discussing different products. This morning we'll talk about yam and ginger. I spoke about cassava yesterday. Do you know that ginger, okay, let me go and check the most recent data for ginger, and then we'll see where we are, where Nigeria is as far as ginger is concerned. Nigeria is the 5th largest producer of ginger. Always remember the peculiarity of Nigeria. Always remember the peculiarity of Nigeria. Nigerian farmers are peasants. That means they are not industrialized. That means they are not supposed to be able to produce large volume. That means they are not maximizing their capacity. That means they can do a lot better than they are doing now. Nigerian farmers are peasants. But people basically farm subsistently to be able to feed themselves, feed their family, not strategically to be able to help to drive exchange rate or generate revenue for the state or for the nation. Nigerian farmers are peasants. Most of our agri-commodity perish as post-harvest losses. Most of the agri-commodity of Nigeria perish as post-harvest losses. Most of the agri-commodity of Nigeria perish as post-harvest losses. And that is so important. That most of the agri-commodity in Nigeria perish as post-harvest losses. That means whenever you see the data of our export, it's not a true reflection. That means whenever you see the data of Nigerian export, it is not a true reflection. In the sense that we're actually doing like ×2 or probably ×3 of what you are saying. So, I mean, we can actually do more than that. That means a lot of the item produced never find its way to the market. A lot of the item produced never find its way to the market, and that's a big challenge. It's a big challenge because a lot of what produced do not find their way to the market. Despite that, Nigeria is still ranked among top producers of products in the world. I don't know if you are seeing what I'm saying. What I'm basically saying is that without a deliberate effort, Nigeria is among the top producer of a lot of agricultural commodity. So what happened when we decide to be what? Serious. What happened when Nigeria decided to be serious? If we are very unserious right now and we are achieving this feat, that is just to tell me that we have huge potential for growth, only that we have not maximized it. And that's why I'm clamoring that Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian states have everything it needs to be billionaires in dollars. All we need to do is to harness the potential of the state. Now, as I go through each of the states, I'll be talking about the agri-commodity. I'll be talking about what those agri-commodity currently is being used for in the world, and how Nigerian states can partner with their citizen. You know, if you look at the model I'll be presenting or recommending, the state might not need to spend so much. The state will now have to leverage on the population of their citizen, the power of their citizen, the energy of the youth to be able to generate resources for the state. So why the state engage the citizen of the state, creating employment for them, helping them to be also providing job for them, helping them to be able to make money. The state along the line is making money. So you know what? It's a win-win model. The export proposition for Nigerian state is a win-win model. And Nigerian state can achieve this if only we can just put into practice some of the things I will be talking about and I'll be recommending. And I dare say again, Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. The fact that Nigerian state have to go to Abuja every month to go and with the begging bowl. I know the commissioner will converge for fact to collect money every month is just an aberration, is very, very unacceptable. We have done it for so long, it has left many states impoverished. How can you expect a state like my second state, Jigawa State, to be poor? Jigawa State with so many sesame seeds, Jigawa State with so much opportunity. How can Jigawa State be poor? I can't just understand that Jigawa State because I serve in Jigawa State and I know the potential of Jigawa State. Nigeria is the 5th largest producer of ginger. Now, can we check up who are the major states producing ginger in Nigeria? Major states that are producing ginger. No, you know, whenever I look at any data in Nigeria, I just get excited. Any data on trade. Because whatever you are seeing is as a result of few subsistent farmers only farming to feed their family. Few subsistent farmers only farm to feed their family. If few people can do that much, what do you expect? If few people can do this much, what do you expect if a state governor is now putting it on his head? What do you expect if a state governor is now putting it on his head? If only few people can do this in a state, then I have no doubt in my mind that if a state governor take it serious, it can become. And do you know the interesting is that state governor will write his name in gold in that state. You'll be the state governor that came and decided to help the state. And decided to help the state to generate money. Not just to come and make money for himself, but generate money. You know, recently I was listening to an interview of a politician, ex-politician actually. And he was talking about a commissioner in Lagos. That a commissioner in Lagos is, if you are a commissioner in Lagos once, you are better off than the governor in Osun State. And he said the budget of Minister for Works in Lagos is over 300 billion naira. And I said, come, what are you saying? Are you saying that because he's sitting on 300 billion, of course he's going to make a lot of money? That what do you need again? That's a politician in Nigeria talking. Now look, so even he was actually referring to Ambody, the fact that Ambody spent a term, and that look, he's lucky, he has been able to make a term in Lagos. Do you know the budget of Lagos? And indeed, look at the Osun State. How much does Osun State generate? I was looking at Ekiti State and Osun State recently, and I was looking at the profile of their income and how much IGR is being generated. Osun State is not doing badly. Osun State is doing 1/3. Osun State is not doing badly. Osun State is doing 1/3. But you know what? Ekiti State 1/6, I mean 1/7 in terms of IGR generation. That means a state like Ekiti State can never survive without Abuja. Osun can still manage. At least it's 1/3. Osun can still manage. And I think Osun came about this because of what they faced some years back when, after removing all the loans of the state, the money remaining cannot pay the NEPA bill of the government house. And Aregbesola seems to wake up. The only challenge I have is that whenever state governors want to begin to generate income, they only look at tax. So a state that is civil servant state, where salary is not being paid, how much pay can you get? How much pay can you extract? How much tax, personal income tax, can you get from those people in that state? That's why we cannot rely only on that. So let's look at ginger, for example. Kaduna is a major producer of ginger in Nigeria. Kaduna is a major producer of ginger in Nigeria. Other major states producing ginger are Niger, then Benue, then Ebonyi, then Taraba, then Kano, and then Borno State. These are major ginger producing states in Nigeria. These are major ginger producing states in Nigeria. Now, the implication of this for me is that this state should share part of the humongous amount for ginger. Humongous. Can we check the ginger market? Let me quickly check the ginger market and see the size of the ginger market in the world. Let me check the size of the ginger market in the world. The size of the ginger market in the world is about $1 billion. Actually, about $900 million. About $900 million. About $900 million. $1 million is 360 million. $100 million is actually 36 billion. 800 will be times 8. That's over 300 billion. A state like Kaduna can tap into this and enjoy some of the benefit of having that kind of opportunity in Katsina State. Sorry, I say Katsina, in Kaduna State. In Kaduna State. Let me check. I'm trying to look at sorry. Each time I do this, I try to always go online as I'm talking to check up some of those things we are talking about, just to be able to see the potential of this state. Because, the beauty is these are not my view. These are what some people have done and put online by themselves, just for us to come and see that, look, this is the opportunity that this state have. So you know what? No state in Nigeria. The beauty for me of this series is that it's interesting to know that every state in Nigeria has something to offer as far as exportation is concerned. Every state in Nigeria has something to offer as far as exportation is concerned. Every state in Nigeria. That means no state in Nigeria actually left out. Every state has the opportunity, every state has the potential, every state has the money, every state has everything needed to be able to do what they need to do. So what is the problem? The problem is laziness. Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. The challenge has been that Nigerian states have not taken advantage of it. So like I said, here are the states producing ginger. And ginger is almost $1 billion market in the world. So the question is this: how much of this is Kaduna State taking advantage of? Remember, most of our exports are by default. They are subsistent. They are by default. We are not farming the way we should farm. It's not a mainstay. Oil is the mainstay. So when big businesses want to invest, they don't think of agri. It's recently that government is trying to encourage them to come into agri. They go into oil and gas. I am of the opinion that we don't need many farmers in Nigeria. We need few farmers. That's why state must get involved. Few farmers. If state coordinate the farmers so that the state is literally farming through the people, and the state eventually pay off its people, the state must give the people a guarantee that it will buy. When you give the people guarantee that will buy, the implication of that is that they don't have a second thought in their mind that, will the state buy? Will I make my money? Will it be a wasted time? They don't even have that. It doesn't even occur to them at all, because the state have created cooperative across every local government in the state using an SPV. The state cannot drive this alone. The state need to partner with an SPV, need to set up an SPV which the state have maybe 70-80% stake interest, and then a trading company that will also earn maybe 10-20% on that, and that trading company is as expert who will drive this process. Government provides seedling for the people. Government provide tractor for the people. Government provide necessary support for the people, and government give a guarantee to buy off every ginger produced in Kaduna. I think Government Rufai can take this up. I don't know if that's been done already, but if it's been done, I should be seeing a bigger figure of export. Taking it up already. So when the people finish producing, the government, through the subsidiary or through the SPV, buys off everything and export. And the government pay back after it has been paid, which can be 3 months or 6 months after the project. So the state can become very viable. And you know, when I begin to look at each state, looking at the revenue of each state, I'm going to be showing you this model. We've tried to simulate it. So we actually have a model and simulate a model already. And I'll be giving you figures. And these figures are very, very conservative. In fact, we believe that some states can do half of their arable land, because most of our arable land is not cultivated. Some states can do half of their arable land. Some states can do 40%, 30%, 25%. No state will do more than 50% of their arable land. So they still have other land for other farming. And I'm saying, just engage a good chunk of your land to farm a product that you can export. Now, and we are even suggesting at the primary level, even though I don't support primary export, but you know what? They are not generating money already. We are just recommending what they can do to generate money. So I believe we should start crawling before we start. Sorry, I'm having a feedback. You should start crawling before you start running. So I am of the opinion we should start crawling before you start running. Let's crawl first before we run. Let's crawl first before we run. Let the state government begin to. Currently, they are pulling. They are pulling. They are going to collect the money. They are not pushing, making effort to generate resources, so that when you are living as a state governor, your name will be written in gold. You will be Ajo, the governor that came to this state, and our revenue, as at the time he came, internal generated revenue is just about 10 billion naira in a year. But now we can generate 100 billion naira a year. I think every governor should like that. But for the greed of some of the people leading us, this should be the governor should be competing. Not, so a governor was boasting how much he left in the coffer, as if he made that money. So not be boasting how much he left in the coffer when he was leaving. Who made the money? Money they collected from Abuja and saved. Is that work? What effort is that? No, is there? Oh, you know why the governor can say that? Because we finish the money. We finish spending the money. So leaving money in the coffer is a braggable. Leaving money in the coffer is a braggable. We brag about things that just does not have anything to be bragging about in Nigeria. How can it's just like someone building a road and be bragging he built a road? Look, build your people. The road we built. Build your people. Leave the road. Leave the road. Invest aggressively in education. How will you have a mineral in your state that is on tap, and then your university is doing some courses that does not even have any bearing in your state? Why is it that we are not just deliberate? We just take what the Oyibo man give us, hook, line, and sinker, drink everything without even thinking, and just begin to, even though it's not working for us. What's the whole essence of a university when the university is not researching into how to maximize the resources of the state? If it's a state like ginger being produced in Kaduna, the university, ABU, should be producing ginger tea, ginger drink, ginger this, ginger that, more product from ginger. That should be the research should be seen in that state. The research should be about what is the mineral in the state, what is the product in the state, how do we harness this product to increase, so that this, in fact, look, if the governor is serious, it will challenge the dean of faculty of science and faculty of engineering and the VC of the state universities and give them a matching order. In the next 2 years, I need you guys to harness the resources ABC in this state. Let these resources come to become a product. We will fund that product for it to be used for export. So what's the goal of a university? What is the so we also have some professors. You wonder what our professors are professing. I don't get it. You know, I had this story of a Nigerian professor that went with one of the ministry that has to do with science and technology. I think NAPTEP, or what's the name of that? One of the agencies of government that has to science and technology, not the federal ministry now, one of the other agencies. And they went to, I think, is it Japan or South Korea? And this professor went with them. And they met another professor in South Korea. And that professor asked the Nigerian professor, how many patents do you have in the market? Hey, Nigerian professor is looking. Nigerian professor is looking. How many patents? Can you imagine? Shola Oyegade, you are correct. It's so sad. It's so sad that we are naturally endowed and we are so impoverished. It's called suffering among plenty. The scripture is very complete. It said, much food is in the tillage of the poor. Much food is in the tillage of the poor. Much food is in the tillage of the poor. They are very poor, but there is much food in the tillage of the poor. Much food is in the tillage of the poor. Much food is in the tillage of the poor. Much food is in the tillage of the poor. It's so interesting that we have so much and we are suffering among plenty. In as much as we need to fix the security challenge, if you don't fix the fundamental issue and just arrest, it's like cutting the trees. If the only thing we are doing to fix the security issue currently facing Nigeria is just arresting, it's like cutting the trees. If the only thing we are doing to fix this, just trying to call me, is just arresting, it's like cutting the trees. If we don't fix the fundamental issue is not the insecurity, is the unemployment of the people, the poverty of the people who can take 10,000 and go and kill someone. That is the real issue. And I'm saying the state governors can actually fix this. Just engage your people and buy off whatever they produce and export it. Create job for them. So a graduate is looking for a job. No. Look, do a microfinance bank that can give them a loan. Create a microfinance bank that can give the graduate a loan. The loan is used for the farming. When they finish the farming, the federal government is paying into the account, and as it's entering to the account, the microfinance is taking its money. The graduate have his own share. So the graduate is already doing farming. Why does a challenge that looks so easy and simple look so big and difficult? You know, when there's poverty of idea, incompetent, that make things that can be fixed easily to look so difficult. When there's poverty of idea and incompetent, it makes, when there's poverty of idea and there's incompetence, it makes something that can be easily fixed to look so difficult. And that is what you've seen in the case of Nigeria. Something that can be easily feel look so difficult. Why is it so difficult? Because of incompetence and poverty of idea. Which is why if there's one thing we must do in every state is to educate the people. Educate the people. If you want to create income in your state, ask yourself as a governor, what is the major resources my state have? My state have, okay, for example, let me look at one of the states we have profiled here. What does the state have? Let's say the state have, let's say a state like Akwa Ibom state. It has cocoa, it has cassava, it has yam, it has palm, it has rubber, it has vegetable. Which of these do you want to export? And Akwa Ibom, which of them do you want to focus on? Then create a microfinance bank and tell your people to go and farm those products. Tell your people to go and farm those products. Give 400 people cooperative and let the cooperative access fund from the microfinance bank of the state and distribute the money to this graduate to go and do the farming. Give the cooperative a guarantee to buy off whatever they produce. Get people to train them to do it the right quality. Set up an SPV to be able to coordinate this process. Look for the buyers and then tell me. If you not get buyers, sell the product, getting the FX in dollars, billions of dollars, and convert to naira and pay back your farmers, your people. Your people become engaged. Set up irrigation system to ensure they farm year round. Engage your people. Let the faculty of agriculture, faculty of engineering that has to do with mining, geology and mining, and department of agri economics, agriculture, agronomy, mining technology, mining engineering. Those are the faculty that should, food technology. Those are the faculty department that should be funded. That should be funded. Just look at your state. What is the peculiarity of your state? What vision do you have for the state? What do you want to do? You want to achieve? And do you know what? 4 years is a lot of time to achieve this. 4 years is a lot. At least to start generating the revenue and setting. And some people spend 8 years. 8 solid years. 8 solid years. And all story. Oh, excuse. All story. Oh my God. I'm hoping that people will share this with their friends, with their colleagues, with their governors, with their siblings. Share with everybody you can share with, please. Share this video with everybody you can share with. Let them share it until the governor see it, until the commissioner see it, until the presidency see it, until the people that matter in the society see it, so that we can know that Nigerian state are viable, Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars, Nigerian state have everything it takes to be able to generate all the resources it needs to export. Let's begin to look at how to support the Nigerian state. I am doing my support, providing information freely, willing to train and consult for this state if necessary. And we are not even asking for money. We'll give you the ideas and probably train your people. You know why? That's our own CSR. What we want to see is that state in Nigeria become viable and governor does not come back and be telling us story of how they are unable to generate income for their state. So our stake is not, in fact, you don't even need to engage us because that's not our objective. The objective is to put information out, and like I said, we are willing to come and train you for free. If you get our transport down, pay our hotel bill, we will train your people for free. Give them the information. Give them the information for them to be able to do what they need to do. But we need to see evidence and effort that the state is interested and willing to do what the state needs to do. Thank you very much for listening to me today again. My name is Delia Yimeba, and this is Import Export Platform Facebook Live from Dream Better Academy. Please remember to share this video. This is a video everyone in Nigeria must hear, must see, must view to be able to show their people, to be able to show their governors, to be able to show the people that are in power, people in the position of authority, to be able to ensure that these people do what they need to do to help the state grow. State in Nigeria must be independent. Why are we worried about resource control? Because the people don't have money. They want to depend on what the oil giants have done because they built in their state. Why can't the state governor partner with his citizens and business people and set up businesses to generate money for the state? And when you begin to hire your people and a lot of them are engaged, more tax for you, more payee for you. But you created the payee indirectly by creating job for the citizen of your state. Thank you very much for listening. See you in the evening by 6 p.m. Bye for now.